picking up this champion, but still, a bit of the difference as you're talking about. In the first pick, they did pick out the Renekton, giving it a bit more of an early game frontline on their end. On the other side, we do see the Sivir being picked out by KBG.
Interesting ban as well. The Bane gonna be taken away. It kind of goes back to the match of EDG before against Keepers Gaming, I believe, as well. The EDG is one of the teams that does love picking the Bane for their EDC side, and it's not gonna be coming through this time around. The Shen, though, back to back. Shen picked up here by the Ton. Similar to game number 2, he is gonna be protecting the Kassadin this time.
Both the Kassadin and the Sivir are his targets for protection here, but most probably we're gonna be seeing this Shen and the Ornn just manning the front lines alongside the Sivir. So then whenever Sivir pops her ultimate, it's gonna give both of these champions an easier way into the fight. But before all that, we have just ended the draft here for game 4 of our best of 7 series. The current scoreline is 3-0 in favor of KBG. They just need to win one more game. They just need to win this game to secure their spot in the finals, while on the other hand, EDG needs to win this game to at least extend this series to another game, still have their hopes to qualify after the series.
Is this gonna be the fastest game or fastest series ever in the CN conference? The fastest we have seen so far is a 4-1 series. We haven't seen a 4-0 win just yet. If KBG dominates EDG here, and they do have the composition as well to be able to do exactly that, we're going to be seeing, or we're going to be having an estimated 2-hour broadcast.
That would be the fastest. In terms of the playoffs right now, both in APAC and CN conference, this is going to be the fastest series we've had so far if this does go to a 4-0 finish. But before we get to that point, we're just starting off here with game 4 of our best of 7 series, and now we're focusing our eyes on the bot side of the map, where Alone is going to be manning that Zeri here at the bot side. So the Corki will be matching up in the mid lane with the Kassadin, which is kind of curious because we do kind of expect the Zeri to be the one to match up in the mid lane because she does have that physical damage compared to the majority of magic damage coming out of a Corki.
Yeah, the Zeri can be very useful later on the scaling perspective as well of EDG. However, the threats still remain. The Shen, the Aatrox, the Kassadin is going to be very difficult to avoid on the side of Keepers Gaming. Plus, they do still have the Ornn, in which you has been top-notch in all 3 games that he has consistently used the champion. Lang immediately is just going to be flashing out. Alone, just able to retaliate, return some of the damage, but not really a better end for them.
Yeah, both the flash was used by the Alistar, Ignite was used on the other hand for the side of KBG, but that does give an advantage right now for the Sivir and the Ornn in the bot side of the map. Even though they're now getting shoved in that lane, they can still stay in that lane for a bit longer than the bot side, maybe having a bit more of a better item spike as they go for their first pack. So going to the other side of the map right now, we do see the Ton just full clearing his jungle. Will be hitting that level 5 after he secures a Scuttle Crab. So that would be also a crucial ability we're looking towards on that Shen. Having that Stand Unite will allow him to react across the map.
And this time it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Shelchan to match against KG, just because of the Aatrox having a bit more sustain in general. In the laning phase as well, it's so hard to get into his face as well. Even if you're using Renekton, which is very, very popular in this CN confidence. KG just plays it out so smoothly every single time in the top lane. We haven't seen him die in the laning phase at all. Those gonna be out here. The charge is gonna be there on top of chat as well. 0711 still leaving him be for the meantime, and will secure the first blood.
A great play right there from EDG, punishing Anran 9 as he overstays in the mid lane. Actually, that happened because EDG was able to shove the lane, react to the Scuttle Crab, and then they were able to secure this year's Scuttle Crab for them. But before that, though, there's going to be a big fight in the bot side.
Yeah, the Ton as well going to be here as well. Langry getting taunted out and will be taken out. Second tower shot, unable to hit the Ton though. It hit Xiaoma instead.
Oh no, Alone.
Right now, they are going to be committing for
flash.
the charge once more! The tower shot is going to be successful. Double kill for Xiaoma.
Ornn mechanics from Yu being shown right there. Flashing, catching the Call of the Forge, catching the Ram earlier to surprise your enemy on getting that knock up, and following it up with another knock up as he circles the tower. Great job right there for the side of KBG, getting 2 kills on the bot side. We see the replay right here. The fight started here, but Xiaoma and Yuyu just engaging on the fight, and the taunt flash being used to secure the kill on Langui. After this, Yuyu hits level 5 on that minion, uses the ultimate, just flashes the ram. That's just pure great Ornn mechanics coming out of the support player of KBG.
Yeah, the surprise factor is amplified, and it wasn't expected by Alone at all. It caught him off guard, and that provided now 2 kills for Xiaoma. Definitely a devastating start here for EDG. Yes, they were able to pick up the first blood, but if the gold funding is just on the Hecarim, not really onto the Corki, which is so bad here for EDG. And it's very same as well for the rest of the games, because most of the time when we see EDG get kills in all of the 3 games we have seen them so far, it's only the Hecarim that actually gets the gold funneling, not the carries. And look what the result was. All KBG wins.
Yeah, all KBG wins. And I also want to point this out though. We've talked about the taunt. We've talked about Unrun 9. Unrun 9 was definitely the biggest carry of game 1. But Xiaoma has been producing for this team so much, utilizing the champions that are given to him. The Ezreal for the first 3 games. And now the Sivir, he has shown up every single day, every single game. And Unrun 9 was put down a bit because he did give up first blood to EDG. And now Xiaoma picking up the slack, getting 2 kills for his team, getting more attention, and Xiaoma might just be the big carry for KBG for this game 4.
Yeah, top lane as well is going to be very difficult for EDG to actually win. Xiaojiang still is struggling a little bit on the Aatrox matchup here. KBG on the first objective can start off with the dragon as well. You charging onto you, just demolishing this mid laner. Support versus mid laner, and the support wins. This is how big of a dominance KBG is just manning EDG right now. And a little bit late start here for the Hecarim as well. 0711 will pick up the Rift Herald. But again, this is scaling of KBG is going to be unlocked.
Yeah, the scaling KBG is going to be a lot. They're not supposed to be in this good of a position in this early game, but KBG is just doing it. They're just executing fights so well. The bot side has been in their control. Yuyu catching out Yuyu on that Corki. The thing is, if you play the same champion 4 times in the series, they're gonna pick up on the pattern. And so far, they picked up that Yu always goes to the bot side with the package, and Yuyu just catches him as he runs for the bot side of the map. But going back into this game, Herald was summoned in the mid lane, did secure the first turret now in favor of EDG.
Yeah, no answers yet from Keepus Gaming, but they have taken a lot of gold already for their carries. And they have the luxury of just playing this spaciously. That's the benefit that they have with this draft right now. Now, it puts much more pressure towards EDG. Again, yes, we do see double ADCs, and yes, it is very successful in dishing out the damage in the late game. They are very capable of doing that exactly. However, the threat still remains. We're circling back to, again, just the scaling of this Cassidy. Unrun 9 just keeps on doing wonders every single game for the entire series. The taunt as well, and Yuyu, the setups are always top-notch.
Yeah, it's the whole team of KBG, right? They attract so much attention that gives Unrun 9 the space to farm, but EDG trying to make plays on the top side. KG about to get away from here.
Yeah, a trade of towers is gonna be made here for top lane and bottom lane. KBG is gonna be happy with that. They don't lose anything, they just get something.
Yeah, actually KBG, yeah, they did trade out getting a turret in the bot side, getting the second turret of the game. Well, first turret for KBG, EDG, they're really getting the second turret of the game for them in the top side of the map. A bit of a trade. Gold Infusion did go into the favor of Kassadin for the side of KBG. So again, as we were talking about Unrun 9, he did get a bit of attention from EDG in the early game, getting that gap and again dying, giving up the first blood. But still, he's so good at just going to the side lane stealthily and just getting resources, getting the gold from his team, which allows him to scale into the late game. We've seen that in his Kassadin game, we've seen that in the Vladimir, we've also seen that in the Gwen game, and now he's repeating it again here in his second time around on the Kassadin. Even though it's EDG, we also need to look at in this game because they're the ones who need to get back, who are able to get themselves into a game position to challenge a game 5. KBG has been doing so many good things in this game.
Immediate flash away, and the Pulverize unable to tap Andra 9. Even with that kind of setup, still, Andra 9 just slips his way through.
Yeah, Andra 9 just, as we mentioned, right, he's just really, really good at getting resources and also actually getting away from fights, not giving out any opportunities for EDG to get a bigger advantage of them.
Oh man, this is going to be so tough here for EDG. And engage towards the taunt, with immediate taunt after response though. It's gaming. We're starting to see the switch of gold lead going towards the carries of Deepest Gaming. Yes, the Erenicon is ahead by 1,000. The Hecarim is ahead on the Shen by almost 1,000 as well, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's not the carries. KBG already possesses their first item. Seraph's Embrace already completed and transcended as well. Bloodthirster on the 2 kills. So much sustain already is present on the Severe. And it's going to be very difficult for EDG to catch the Severe of KBG.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Force of Nature being completed by Yu already shows how big he is on this Ornn, having an 800 gold lead against his counterpart. It also shows how confident he was earlier, right, on challenging Yu in that bot side of the map. And going back into where we're at this game, 20 seconds on the Ocean Drake. That's going to be the next big point of contention here. EDG knows that for KBG, they're looking to scale more into the late game. Andra 9 is going to be that big carry once they hit late game. So they want to prevent this dragon stacking from KBG. Package has been picked up, so EDG is prepping themselves to challenge the second Drake of the game.
Let's see if they're gonna be successful though. KBG always fights for an objective. Chao Jiang already taking so much damage. Dominus immediately gonna be popped. The Dawn gonna be going in as well. Call of the Force God knocked onto one. They turn actually onto the members of Keep Gaming. Yu is able to withstand though. The dragon is gonna be stolen by the Dawn. Thank you for the leash, he says. And KBG just sleekly walks away.
Yeah, they steal the dragon and get away with no casualties. KBG is playing on another level right here, Giyang. The Ton with another steal on an objective. We've seen this throughout this series, and this just gives KBG so much more of an advantage as they head into the late game.
Yeah, KG is the target here, but able to just escape again. They're so good at escaping deaths, and right now Yu again gonna be infiltrated here, taking a lot of damage. Still is alive for so long, and now Keep Game is now gonna be having the opportunity to strike, but the damage of the Gorky actually is being felt right now, especially coming from the dead as well. And EDG able to shove them off.
Yeah, KBG wasn't in a good position to take that fight, but Yu, even though he's so low, he's still trying to flank around, and now KBG trying to defend turret.
Onslaught Shadows gonna be used, Andra 9 gonna be trapped and taken down by 0711. Not to get the best gold funneling, mid lane as well gonna be taken down by KBG. And EDG, again, they got one kill, but the structure is much better for KBG.
Yeah, Andra 9 sacrificed himself so that his team would be able to take another turret in the mid lane. This is opening up the map right now for KBG, but great answer, to be honest, here for the side of EDG. As they headed to this replay, they know that they had the numbers advantage, and as soon as they saw both KG and Andra 9 clump up, 0711 goes in with the onslaught of shadows, getting the fear, getting the push as well. Getting the kill on Andra 9 stops a bit of his scaling, but still, KBG is so close in terms of gold against EDG that they are still safely scaling into the game.
Yeah, it was perfectly timed as well by 0711 on that onslaught of shadows, because he timed the Rift Walk of Anon, and the moment he saw him use that ult, and since he is not level 13 just yet, it takes a little bit longer to get that on cooldown, and it was perfectly executed, only for one kill. Still, we see KBG scaling up, still getting their power spikes. Andra 9 being the target this time around. 0711 will not charge onto him, but a Death Brush is going to be initiated here. Alone has to be very careful! And it's just immediately going to be deleted here. Actually, he's still able to escape this time around. The taunt's going to be there. They're targeting 0711. Ult going to be invested just to be able to escape. Lango as well, just trying to protect him, but not able to fully do so. 0711 very cheeky though, still able to escape. And Lango just tanking so much of that damage by Keep Gaming. They're able to just mitigate the potential death of this team right now. Right now, still, going in. Immediate breath gonna be used there by Yu. Lambi flashing in as well, taking the damage down here onto the taunt, forcing the flash. And KBG immediately escapes. Dominance as well going to be used by Xiao Jan. They're turning onto the Baron. They're
forcing it.
Very insane move coming in from EDG. Can this be successful? Though it can be the 50-50 that they've been wanting to do. 2,000, 1,000. The Thon is going in. The Thon got it. Thank you along the way as well. And then going out, but fuck away. And KBG going to be infiltrated. Still gets one kill. And they turn again onto the members of EDG. This time around, 0-7 level is going to be caught. Unable to cast it all in time. Alone still trying to kite. KBG still alive. The Stand United is just saving grace of KBG. It's a disaster for EDG.
And same thoughts, Giag. It's a disaster here for EDG. KBG taking everything away right now from EDG. The Baron, the deaths, their teammates, their hopes of winning this series right here. KBG is on the attack, sieging down turrets. Even KG, their hopes of taking down KG was for naught. He got the reset, got the Stand United, and now the towers are for the taking here for KBG.
It's everything taken by Keep Best Gaming. And the Thon, man, the Thon keeps on shining, especially in this moment.
Yeah, look at the replay right here. The Ton's gonna come in late into this fight, but that's a 2-digit Baron. 62 on the smite. Just 62 off for the side of 0711. He couldn't secure it, and from this point on, KBG just had the numbers advantage, had the damage advantage. Do remember that whenever you're taking the Baron, you get debuffs on your resistances. That's why the takes are so good.
And they're not done. Xiao Jiang immediately gonna be deleted here in an instant. And you trying to get the kiting done. The shield is gonna be there from the Stand United. And this time they're turning on to the Alistar. KG as well. Just manning alone again, giving him trauma. After trauma, still gonna be able to pick up the kill though. And now the Thon trying to chase him down alone. Still trying to escape, but the red buff is gonna be allowing him to close the distance. And it's only the Corki remaining alive, but for what cost? Only to tell the tale that KBG can just run it down mid and finally take the series.
And Giang, this could be our fastest game of the series. Each game, KBG just keeps getting better and better and better against EDG. They haven't finished the game yet. They want to secure the objectives on the map. They're securing the third dragon of the game. But at the 15-minute mark right now, KBG looks so far ahead.
Oh, 0711 trying to get cheeky,
Preventing Soul.
to get the dragon here. Can they actually do so? He will try to turn it out again. Not enough.
You can't keep going away with this.
Godlike right now. He just watched him deal the damage onto the infernal dragon, used the smite first, and then said thank you again.
Oh my god, the Thon saw the TP, stared down 0711 and said, I bet I'd win. I don't care if you're coming in here with a TP trying to get this objective. This is mine. But we headed to the replay right here where KBG just demolished EDG in this fight. This was a fight where we thought KBG would end the game, but KBG went back for the objectives afterward. But this was a shellacking right now from KBG, taking out the members of EDG in EDG's desperation to cling in this game. They don't have the resources, they don't have the strength right now to be able to take down KBG. At most, what they can do to try to claw themselves back is to get a good pick off. The question is, will KBG allow EDG to get a pick off against them?
I don't think so. I don't think so. The KBG just keeps on evolving. The Thon this time, one of the most criticized junglers here in Wild Rift League Asia, has been able to just pop off so much right now, and alone gonna be deleted in an instant. KBG just manning them right now. KG as well dealing the damage here onto the back line. A 07 then desperately tries to put them on guard, but it's never gonna be enough. It's never gonna be enough. Keep Best Gaming getting a clean ace, a clean series as well, and on their way right now towards the finals as they dominate EDG 4-0, the fastest series we have seen in the CN Confidence Playoffs.
Complete and utter domination coming out of Keep Best Gaming. They're really showing us why they are the defending champions of Wild Rift League Asia, taking a clean 4-0 sweep against EDG. EDG's rise in Season 2 was immaculate, as we were talking about earlier in the